The three things that could absolutely wipe out the need for assisted living. 1, the plague. I don't think it's coming back to you. 2, expiration date. Everybody, when you hit 50, they knock you off, done. They'll do that in Hollywood, but I don't think they're going to do it in real life. And the third would be, everybody stops growing old. Now, I just gave you 3 reasons why assisted living will stop right now, but the reality is none of those things are going to happen. It is an unstoppable silver tsunami of seniors. When we talk about the opportunity and where assisted living is going in the future, Wayne Gretzky said, go where the puck is going. The great one, go where the puck is going. So where is housing going? Where's assisted living going? They've already begun with the model of, let's take a big box, let's take an institution, and let's convert it into senior housing. People don't like that. Nobody wants to live in a big box, a prison-like situation. They want to be at home, in their own home. But they do need help, they do need assistance. So where's it going? You know, the reality is there's big communities being built right now around the country. They're called CCRCs, Continuous Care Retirement Community. It could be a campus of 10 or 20 acres where there's independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, nursing home, all in one campus, so somebody can move in and just age in place from one facility, one building, one service to the next. But that's where it's at today. Where's it going in the future? Here's the reality. People who are at home now aging 80, 90 years old, they want to stay at home, but they do need the help. They don't necessarily want to move to a big box, an apartment that's been converted, a hotel that is for seniors. They'd rather stay at home, but they can't, and they don't want to move to the big box, so the solution is residential. Residential assisted living. You know, right now when we talk about governments and how they either encourage or inhibit business, well, they're encouraging assisted living. They're actually changing rules, laws, and regulations to make it better for. I'm here in Arizona, and in Arizona, there's training that's required for caregivers, and they realize there's such a demand and such a need that the state has actually lowered the requirement for training for those caregivers. Now, I have to tell you, that's actually a wonderful thing, because no matter what the state requires, we're still going to train them ourselves a little bit based on our needs in our home. But by lowering that bar, it allows more people to come into the workforce. And the state did that. The state did that because they see the extreme need. And I just want you to think about that for a moment. Some of you are in states right now where they're not very business friendly. But this right here, the concept of assisted living in a residential setting, every state understands. They love the seniors. They want them to survive. They need their care to be taken care of, and there needs to be alternative solutions. There's a crisis. There are too few beds, too few homes. They need more of them being built. They need people like me and potentially you to help be a part of the solution. So where is assisted living going? It's moving into the home, in the residential setting. In a home that is, yes, there's a license and there's rules and regulations, but it's a much better setting than it is in a big box. It's preferable to the senior and to their family. One of the best reactions I ever get is when a family comes to our home to do a tour. They're looking for a place for mom, a solution for her care. And as soon as they walk through the front door, the words that come out of their mouth, 9 times out of 10 are, it feels just like a home. It's because it is. It's not an institution, it's not a commercial facility, it's not painted green with linoleum floors and smelling like neglect the moment you walk through. It's a home. You walk through and it smells like a home, it looks like a home, it feels like a home, because it is a home. It's a home for seniors in a residential setting. Now, the wonderful thing about this as an opportunity, as an entrepreneur for you and I, not only are we a part of the solution, we are the solution. You see, the big corporations are focusing on their big box facilities. They've got to deploy hundreds of millions of dollars, and that's exactly what they're doing. We find one home in the right area. The location is critical to our success. We convert that and make it senior safe. And we put all of the systems in place with the right caregivers in place so that senior is living there successfully, comfortably, in an environment that is a home, not home-like. We are the solution. Where's assisted living going? It's coming back home. And this is happening all over the country. People think when you get old, you move to Florida or you move to Arizona. Nope, not always, not most. Most people stay at home because they want to be near the kids and the grandkids. That's their desire. So for those of you that are looking for being a part of the solution, being a part of the residential assisted living phenomena that is happening right now, you can do it in your own backyard. You don't need to move south, but if you want to, you can. You can do this anywhere. The second part of that is you don't need to be next door to the property. You can do this from afar. Today with the internet and Skype and email and telephone, you don't need to go see the property every day or every week. I may not go see my properties for a month or two. As a matter of fact, the time when I'm typically there is when I'm bringing students just like you to the homes to see it from the inside out. The training that we do is the context for the content. We're not just telling you what to do, we're showing you how it's done and walking you through the process so you can do it too. The future of residential assisted living is the future of all assisted living. They're coming back home. Single-family homes, a solution that works for the resident and their family. This is Gene from the Assisted Living Network saying do good and do well. If you like what you've seen and heard, please subscribe.